Good morning everybody and welcome to Coron. Look at where I am. This is an absolute paradise. This is absolutely crazy. We got the flight in yesterday, we chilled by the pool in the evening time yesterday, and this is what we've woken up to this morning. It is stunning, and today we are off on an island hopping boat trip. I am so freaking excited. Plus I am with Nicholas, which makes me so happy, and we are also going with two other people that we met on, what the heck? Is it a stork?
I don't know what that is.
What the heck?
A skinny swan.
We are going with two other people. They're basically staying in our hotel, and we met them on the shuttle bus to the hotel, and they were talking about doing an island hopping tour, so we were like, should we all just go as a 4 and get a private boat rather than going as a group of like 15 or so. So that's what we're doing. It is very early in the morning. It's not even 7 AM. Nick and I are up, dressed and ready to go. We are just going to meet the people, and then we're heading down to the marina, we're getting some food, and then we're going island hopping. We didn't make it in time for breakfast, so we've got a waffle on the run, and then we are going down to the market, so there might be something there. We'll hopefully get a bottle of water and hopefully some more sun cream. I don't think we've got enough. Nick, we've got the bag. Yeah. We're getting on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey Nick. So fun. Huh? I don't think so. Oh my goodness. I'm already like sweating, and it's first thing in the morning. So that's good. We've made it to the marina, and it's just vast open space and loads of tuk-tuk trucks and a random dog. I've got new pets. But we're in the market, we're going to get some food for on the boat, and then we are heading off. Oh my goodness, I just bumped my head. Come back from market, we've got some shrimp, some fish, some rice, some coal, some veggies, this giant watermelon, which sounds nice and hollow, which means it's nice and ripe, I think. I could be wrong. And now I think we're going to board this boat. Oh my goodness. This is scary.
Another one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, something's fallen. We're also in our life jackets, and this boat, the chairs don't have backs, and I'm so scared of just dropping things into the water. Like, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna lose something, I just know it. So this is our boat. Looks like this. And we've got all of our food. I think we're just waiting for the captain, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, so first stop is, I think it's called Kayangan Lake. Is it Kayangan Lake?
I don't even know what they said.
I think so. So we've come to this little lake clearing here, and then we're going to walk up these stairs. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of steps. I'm sure that I've said this before, maybe 1,000 times. I am not good at endurance. This is high. Oh my freaking goodness. Wow. Ready? That is so nice.
Is that warm?
It's cool. Okay, pass me that, just drop it. This watch I don't believe is waterproof, so sorry. I forgot. Wait, I wonder if this can actually see them. Oh yeah! I just tried to dive underwater in a life jacket. I'll do a little instant replay of what just happened. Good. Just about to have our dinner. Look at this background. This is insane. It's so beautiful here. What is this? That's not meant to be there, that's my bikini. We have rice, cabbage and carrots and peppers I think, some grouper, shrimp, okra, which is Nicholas's favourite. Look at him going to town. We've got some watermelon and then a nice glass of water. We have just arrived at our hotel. We both have a bed each. We each have a king or queen size bed, but then the best part is this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Nicholas. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then we've got a pool down there. We've got some new glasses. How much are they?
£150. Original genuine Ray-Bans for £1.40. In England, hundreds of pounds.
They are not. They are not genuine.
It said real genuine Ray-Bans on them.
Oh my goodness! Ah, there are cars coming from everywhere. Right, go. We have come into Coron town proper. Just have a little wander around, have a little look. Nick already got some fake Ray-Bans. No, they're not fake. They are fake. How dare you? And we're now looking for some sun cream because we're gonna run out soon. Maybe some water and I'm running in front of things. And some shade. Oh, thank goodness. Our new hotel room. It looks pretty great, looks decent. This aircon is not working very well, and the bathroom smells of bleach.
We have two Jazz.
Well, our aircon
let me just film what is going on here. That's tissue in the crack of the door. Okay, explanation.
Because the gaps in the door, so just warm air is just pouring in. So. We have come back into Coron town. We've changed hotels, and this hotel, the aircon is not good. So we're looking for something to cover the door with because it's got holes in the door. And then we're looking for some water because we've already drunk the bottles that they provided. And then we're looking for, we were meant to get money out, but we forgot the credit card. Good morning everybody. So it is day No idea what day it is. Don't know what's going on. But we are going back on another island tour. This time we are going to Banana Island, Malkapuya Island, and somewhere else. The weather today is not quite so hot. It's a little bit clouded over, and I am relieved. Most of the time when it gets cloudy, I'm like, oh, where's the sun? I am so relieved because it's a lot cooler today. I don't believe it's going to rain, but it is clouded over, and we are all packed. We have our waterproof bag, we have on our back the bag with the snorkels, the water shoes, and we're just heading down to reception now, and we should be on our way pretty sharpish to go look at the island. So I'm very excited. We'll see how it goes. This is a public tour, not a private tour this time, so I'm not too sure what to expect, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a little bit more crowded and probably a bigger boat. So I've taken my seasickness tablets, I've got my GoPro, and we're ready to go. Okay, update. That was the worst experience ever. So we were ready at 8 a.m, which is the time they said to be ready. We were ready at 5 to 8 actually. And we went down and we said, we're ready to go. Where do we wait? And they said, oh, it'll be here shortly. Like, they actually said to go back to our rooms if we wanted, and they would call us. I'm like, that's great. Waited in our rooms for about half an hour. They didn't call or anything, so we called them and said, what's going on? Oh, we're just gonna phone for an update. Waited, they didn't call us back, so we went down to the reception desk again, and they said, oh, we've called them, we're just waiting for an update. So we were like, right, okay, well, we're gonna sit and wait with you then. At this point, it was 8:50. Bear in mind, we were meant to leave between 8 and 8:30. Finally, at 9 o'clock, they went, oh, it's ready now, it's ready. And we went down and got in a tuk-tuk, not a van with loads of other people for the tour, just in a tuk-tuk. And that, yeah, and he was racing, he was going really fast. Nick hit his head a few times in the tuk-tuk. We got down to the marina, and there was a boat full of people waiting for us. Bear in mind, the tour was meant to leave at 8 to 8:30. We had been ready at 8 to 8:30. It was now probably 9:15, would you say? And all these people looking at us as if to say, we've been sat here waiting for you. Like, they did not look happy. And I wouldn't have been happy either. I'd be so mad, but it was not our fault. And so we just didn't get on the boat, because I did one, it didn't even look like there was space for us to sit down. It was cramped on that boat. And number two, I didn't want to get on a boat with people who were angry at us for no reason, because I hadn't done anything wrong, but they looked livid. So we've left it. We don't have a boat tour for today.
What's wrong? Now, you might think, viewers, that we've been out all day. We've only been out about half an hour. If that. Do you want a little cry?
Yeah.
Here we go.
No.
Jazz cam. I want to capture your misery for the masses.
Oh, you're too hot.
Why aren't you happy, though?
It's just so hot. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. I'm sick. It's the hotel's fault for ruining our boat trip.
Yeah, they didn't mess it up, didn't they? Anyway, we're getting drinks.
Okay, it is our final day. We are off to the marina to get a boat to Coron Island. We're going island hopping, this time a private boat. We're in a little tuk-tuk or a trike, and it's very bouncy. We've made it onto our boat. We have Jean-Paul, Ria, and Rex, and we are on our boat. Nick is opposite me here, and we are off to, we're going to, what's it called? Smith Coral Gardens, and then we're gonna kayak. We have a little kayak on board here, and we're gonna kayak down the coast, I think. We'll see how it goes. Also, a little bit cloudy today, and apparently it's the start of their rainy season, so wish us luck. What is that?
Go on, Jazz. You know what you're doing, what?
My Daniel Wellington watch appears to be waterproof. It is still working. It is 9:45, and it's been in the water for hours, so, and obviously it's waterproof, so that's good. Down this hole for context. So we have just finished snorkeling. I don't know if you can hear me because it's windy, but I do have the wind mic on, so I'm hoping you can. We've just come to eat, and the GoPro ran out of battery, and we changed the battery, and that battery was apparently empty. I don't know how that happened. I'm pretty certain I charged it, so we don't have any more footage, but we swam with turtles, and I'm so happy. We saw another one after the GoPro cut out as well. Nick spotted it, and I'm just so happy. Today has been amazing. Such a difference from yesterday and how yesterday would have gone. I would definitely say do a private tour if you can. It is more expensive, but so worth it. And if you could just find 1 or 2 more people to do it with you, as opposed to 26 people, 4 people or 6 people is amazing, or 2 people. We're just as 2, and it's the best thing. This did not go to plan. We just came back to the room. I rinsed in the shower, jumped out of the shower. Nick was in the shower, and I went to move the bathroom door, what's it called, the shower door. I went to move it, and it literally shattered, and Nick's got cuts all over his hands, his feet. Luckily his face is okay, but it shattered.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. What the heck? And it went all over here, so I had to lay towels down. I thought I'd give a quick update to what happened yesterday. Basically, I went to move the shower door. The wheels on the shower door were rolling along a ledge. I'd got out of the shower, Nick had got in the shower. As I moved it and moved the wheels slipped off the ledge that they were on, which was about this big. The shock of the glass going onto the floor just shattered it. It went everywhere, it just dropped. In the video of the door, you can see the door like handle and the side of the door with all the glass still on it, and that's what I was still holding on to. Nick was stood in the shower with his hands bleeding, and I was just screaming like, Nick, don't move, don't move. And then I was holding this door, and I had to try and lower it without cutting Nick further or letting it shatter, and it was kind of stuck in the doorway a little bit and it wouldn't move. And then we had to deal with the fact that Nick was stood in the shower in all of the glass, and there was no clear pathway out. I could reach a towel, so I grabbed a towel and put that on the floor so that I could then get out by standing on that towel, which isn't fully safe, by the way, but it's better than standing on glass. So I sort of stood on the towel and then got out of the bathroom and grabbed just all of our bath towels and like laid them all on the floor so that Nick had like a kind of pathway out over the towels. Walked out, and then we just tried to sort of look at his cuts, make sure he was okay, and make sure he didn't have any more glass on him. I had so much glass on my feet. I didn't get cut once though. No, I tell a lie. I got cut on my arm because I had a tiny bit on my arm, and I went to brush my arm and it just cut me. Hence, if you ever get glass on you, do not brush yourself off. I thought I had completely got all the glass off gently, and then I just like wiped my arm and I cut it on my forearm because I obviously still had a tiny piece left. First of all, Nick had to get changed because he had been in the shower. He had shampoo like running down his face. We had to go to reception and say, hey, our shower's just smashed everywhere. And then they took ages, and then they finally came, and this guy takes his shoes off at the front door, walks into the room barefoot, and I'm saying, hello, there's glass on the floor, like you might want to put your shoes on. A second guy also did that same thing. And then he gets this broom, which isn't even a normal broom, it's like a wispy thing, and just starts flicking the floor. Glass particles are like small enough to be dust and just flicked into the air. He was just flicking it around the room, and then he proceeded to flick it out the front door, where the next guest is possibly going to walk barefoot, making no sense. And then the next person comes in barefoot and tries walking into the bathroom, and I was like, there is glass everywhere, there's Nick's blood dropped places, what are you doing? And then we had to just kind of grab all of our stuff and put it into our bags as best we could so that we can just get out of there, because we didn't want to leave, well, I didn't want to leave anything in the room that they could then get glass in somehow. They were being so careless with it. Glass is such a huge deal, and they were just flicking stuff around, walking over it, like. We've moved to another room, which, by the way, the hole in the door here, the gap in the door, is even bigger than the last room. You can basically see straight through it, and outside our room last night there was a cockroach and a rat. So I'm having a whale of a time in this hotel. Yeah, Nick is okay, he's bandaged up, we've put some antiseptic cream on him, we've put some plasters on him, he's all good. And yeah, we are now moving on to Australia. We are leaving the Philippines, we're going to Australia. Today is going to be a very, very, very long day. We are heading to Coron Airport, where we are catching a flight to Manila Airport, and then we're waiting at Manila Airport for 9 hours before we catch our flight to Brisbane. And then we're jumping on a coach and going from Brisbane down the Gold Coast to Currumbin and doing a safari park. So the next 24 hours is going to be pretty hectic. I don't know how much I'm going to film because it will be pretty boring footage, but we're just going to be done for when you see us next. So yeah.